Hello. Oh, don't do that to me. Hello, everybody. Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. How are you all this afternoon? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's pretty miserable here today. The rain's set in. Not too cold though. It's actually warmed up. I think the rain being around has warmed it up a bit. Thank you all for jumping on. Please feel free to say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm always happy to know how far my videos go. Hey Jen, hey Catherine, hey Margaret. Thanks for sharing, Margaret. I've got you so trained well, ladies. It's so awesome to see you all jump on and share my video straight away. So thank you everyone for sharing my video. So if you're new and this is the first time you've watched, hey Chrissy, hey Jan, thank you for joining. My name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. And I love, lovely day in Brizzy. Well done, Deborah. Yeah, we've got a bit of rain happening here, getting a bit miserable. So it's been exciting times and I am supposed to draw my monthly draw. Hey Julie, thanks for jumping on and saying hello. I'm supposed to draw my monthly draw from June. And because so many people have shared my video, I actually haven't had time to pop everyone's entries in. So I will finish that this afternoon when I get off from my live video. Pop everyone's entries into the drawer and I'll pop on tonight and do that draw. I am, however, lucky enough to have put all the entries in for the draw that I had for people purchasing through my online store during the month of June. Margaret saying it's cold in Melbourne. It's always cold in Melbourne, isn't it, Margaret? I know you can go to Melbourne and you can see every single weather in one day. Everything all in one day. So I'm just going to show you this. This is what I was offering. As you can see, it's a brand new Stamparatus. So for everybody that purchased an order through my online store during the month of June, all got one entry per order. So I actually have been on top of it enough to actually get everyone's entries into my box so I can actually draw the Stamparatus this afternoon. So now everybody that's in my clubs, my Stamps clubs, my In Color club, my VIP Blends club, everyone that's in those clubs, yes, you all got an entry into the draw. Your club purchase classifies as a purchase through my online store. So I have got quite a few entries and I'm very impressed with how many entries, and I want to just say thank you to everybody that has purchased. You got yours, it's fantastic. That's great, Susan. Okay, so I'm now going to, I'll flip this forward and I'm going to draw the lucky winner of the Stamparatus for purchasing during my, actually I should have left it out of the box. I'll leave it out of the box so we can see what we're drawing, and I'll leave it all in the bubble wrap because you need to see that it is brand new. So I'm going to flip you forward and I will draw the lucky winner of the Stamparatus. So if you're on here and you have ordered through my online store, I bet you're getting awfully nervous at the moment, waiting to see if you are the lucky winner of the Stamparatus. So I have lots and lots of entries in here. So thank you. This is all the purchases that I had through June, all the online orders, all the club orders, which I think is absolutely fantastic, ladies. Thank you so much for supporting my business. And that helps me bring you all these live videos and do all this crafting is your purchases through my online store. Now just bear with me, I'm just getting everything up here on my laptop so I can see what's going on. Now Angie, I did see that you're on here. Now can you please let me know whether you have shared to Joni's group? If you haven't shared to Joni's group, Angie, oh dearie me, you don't need to hear my voice. Come on. Let me know whether you have You love my beautiful hair, Angie. Thank you. Okay, so, Angie, can you just let me know whether you've actually shared to the group? I'll share anyway. Let me see if I can do this. Share. Come on. Share to a group. In a group. Okay. Card. Swaps. Down under. There we are. Okay. I'm going to share that in Card Swaps Down Under. So I think I've done it. Hang on, let me see. Come on, what are you doing, computer? Oh, you have. Anyway, no worries. I don't even really know what I've done there. Anyway, I'm going to get back to where I was. Hey, Kayla, thanks for joining. Hey, Renee, how you going? Thank you, everyone, for popping on this afternoon. That is awesome. Thanks, Angie, because I don't know what's going on here, but I can't see that I can do it. Anyway, so I'm going to draw the Stamparatus. So, is there anyone on here that... Oh, Angie, you might win a Stamparatus. Who else is on here that's one of the lucky customers? Let me see. Anyway, okay. We will draw it. Put everybody out of their misery. Okay. Who is a lucky winner? Diane Turner. You are the lucky winner of the Stamparatus. So thank you, Diane. You're not actually on here at the moment. I will type that in the comments in capitals. Okay, there we go. So congratulations, Diane. You are the lucky winner. Now, I have your address, Diane, so I can easily pop that in the post for you. So I'll hopefully get that in the post by the end of this week. So congratulations, Diane. Woohoo. That is awesome. Hey, Audrey, thanks for joining. Okay, so just a few things that I'll just pop you back to me again for a bit. So that was exciting. Fancy being the winner, Diane, of the Stamparatus. So I'm so happy that Diane, because Diane's a member of a couple of my clubs. So that's fantastic. So I'll just pop that aside so that we can post that out to Diane. So I will promise to draw the monthly stamps draw tonight. As I said, I will need a little bit more time to get all those entries into the bowl. You're sitting there using yours, Angie. That's awesome. Okay, so just a few specials that we have going at the moment. So, as you know, awesome joining special, and thank you. I've had 2 new team members as of yesterday. 2 new team members that have joined the Wild Heart Crafters. Now, if you have ever thought about wanting to purchase your craft items at a discounted rate, you really should think about joining my Wild Heart Crafters team this month, because the awesome special Stampin' Up! Absolutely never cease to amaze you. Not only do you get the normal wonderful starter kit price, because the starter kit price is absolutely awesome. You get $235 worth of product for $169. So all you need to listen to in this part is $169 is all you need to spend to get a massive amount of Stampin' Up! Products. Now, the starter kit, you're allowed to choose whatever you want to choose out of our new annual catalogue. Anything that's available in the new catalogue, you're allowed to pop into your starter kit. You choose $235 worth of product, you only pay $169. But on top of that, Stampin' Up! Are throwing in 1 ink pad family for free. That is 10 ink pads for free when you join my Wild Heart Crafters team. Now, this special runs from the 1st of July through to the 31st of July. So my advice is, if you are wanting to place an order and your order is going to be anywhere near $169. Oh my God. You want to join my Wild Heart Crafters team. And I can tell you, my Wild Heart Crafters team is a lovely group of ladies. We all support each other. We all get on really well. It doesn't matter where you live in Australia, you can join my Wild Heart Crafters team. Now, one of the main questions, and this is what I've found quite often recently, one of the main questions is, I want to join Stamping Up, but I don't want to sell any product. You don't have to sell product. You can wholly and solely join my Wild Heart Crafters team and purchase products just for yourself. No questions asked. No one pushes you to hold parties. No one pushes you to do card making classes. No one makes you do videos. No one makes you sell to anyone whatsoever. You can wholly and solely join my Wild Heart Crafters just to purchase for yourself. But if you have a couple of friends that you know that are crafters that may want to buy off you, you want to really think about it, because if your friends buy off you, that helps you make your minimum quarterly amounts. And the beautiful thing at the moment, Angie's saying it's lots of fun. It is lots of fun. And our Wild Heart Crafters group have a great time together. They comment on each other's posts. They share what they do. Charlene said that's what I do. Exactly. So you don't actually have to sell. So don't ever think that just because you're joining Stamping Up and because it says you're a Stamping Up demonstrator, that means you have to sell. There is no pressure whatsoever. And I'm pretty cruisy as a team leader. I let you know where your CSV amount is at. I let you know if you don't purchase X amount of dollars by the end of this month, you'll lose your discount. But honestly, it is so easy. Stamping Up make it so easy for you to stay current. It's about $480 per quarter that you've got to spend. It works out about $156. Hey, Rosalie. Hey, Janet. Thanks for jumping on. Works out about $156 per month. But the beauty of it is, if you join right now, we've started this quarter already. So everybody thinks, oh my God, does that mean that I've only got 3 months and I've got to spend $480? No. At the moment, because we've already started this quarter, what Stamping Up do when you first join, they make it so easy to make your first quarter. If you join part of the way through the quarter, you actually get the remainder of that quarter. So because we've just started this quarter, if you sign up with me now, you will actually be starting part of the way through this quarter. So you'll get the remainder of this quarter, which we've only just started. So you've got 3 months. Then you get another 3 months after that. So you are guaranteed 6 months with 20% discount on any of your orders. If you don't make the minimum amount by the end of December, they will give you another month to still make that end of the quarter amount. If you still don't make it after the extra month, then you lose your discount and you go back to being a customer again. So, Angie is saying Stamping Up is the best company. The crew at head office are so nice. They are always so helpful. I know if there's ever anything wrong with a product, you just ring them up and say, this is what's wrong with my product. And they are awesome. They will swap out your product free of charge. They'll say, throw that one in the bin. We'll send you another one. And you know what? It is awesome. You get a certain amount of days, though, that you're allowed to do that. I actually had a punch the other day that I ordered back 2.5 months ago, and it wasn't punching correctly, and I was just thinking that it was just me because I wasn't used to punches. But then when I got other punches, I realized, hey, Regina, thanks for joining from Germany. That is awesome. Thank you very much for commenting and saying hello. What time is it over there, Regina, in Germany? It must be some strange hour, because I know it's never anything like our time here. It is actually 3:10 p.m. in the afternoon on Monday, the 2nd of July here. So let me know, Regina, what the time is and what day it is over there in Germany. Okay, so that's one deal. Hey, Tanya, thanks for joining. So the joining deal is there. If you have any questions and you're really thinking about it, please, it's early in the morning. Okay, no worries. Please let me know. Please message me, send me a private message. I'm happy to chat with you. I'm happy to give you a call. You can ask any questions you want. I'm happy to answer. There is no secrets. There is no hidden agendas. Stamping Up is probably the best company that you could ever join. Okay, the other thing is, during the month of July, yes, we have the Designer Series Paper Special. You buy 3 packs, you get 1 pack for free. So if you are a Designer Series Paper addict, You want this deal. So if you want to purchase 3 packs, you will get 1 pack for free. It doesn't include our specialty paper. It includes, I'll tell you the ones that it includes. It includes Nature's Poem, Twinkle Twinkle, Under the Mistletoe, Animal Expedition, Best Route, Petal Promenade, Tranquil Textures, Garden Impressions, Tropical Escape, and Wood Textures. So you can purchase, you can mix and match any 3, and you will get 1 for free. Hey Christine, thanks for jumping in. Nice to see you jumping on. And there is another special at the moment. Now this is a limited time product. Now, if you join my Wild Heart Crafters team, you will be able to order this in your starter kit. This is a new, it's called Color Your Seasons. It's a beautiful stamp set. You get a stamp set and some beautiful watercolor pencils. Now, the stamp set is, let me see. Stamp set, and it's got framelits as well. So it's a, hang on, I'll flip you forward so you can see this in more detail. Okay, because this is a beautiful set. Okay, so it will be available on the 1st of August for customers to purchase, but we are allowed to advertise it right now. And it's called Color Your Season. Okay, so it has a beautiful stamp set. It has stitched season framelits. It also has watercolor pencils. So I'm just looking here. It's saying up here. Oh no, we have a, there we go. We have a bundle down here. So you save 10% on the bundle. So the clear mount bundle, so which is the stamp set and the framelits, is $113. And the colored pencils, which they're all in beautiful new colors. There's Balmy Blue, Cajun Craze, and Cherry Cobbler. Coastal Cabana is a new color. Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, and Night of Navy. Now, they are all pencils that we don't have in our watercolor range at the moment. So they're brand new watercolor pencils. Watercolor pencils are $21.95. So you can purchase the bundle. You can purchase the stamp set and the framelit separately. The stamp set in clear mount is $68. In wood mount is $92. The framelits are $57 to buy. So, but if you want both, you can get them in the bundle, which the bundle is so much better value. So I'm just going to bring that down to make sure that you're getting that right in camera there. Okay, so that is an awesome deal. If you wanted to join my Wild Heart Crafters, you can order these right now, because part of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is we are allowed to purchase these items 1 month early. Camilla's saying that she can't wait to get the pencils amongst all the other stuff. Exactly. I haven't done my order yet, but I will be ordering this beautiful set. Okay, so that is another special that's happening at the moment. So, all those aside, I have 3 online card classes. I have 4 online card classes. I have abstract impressions. I have rooted in nature. I have varied vases, and I also have tropical chic. I will be bringing you a new online card class this week, and the online card class will be the bouquet blooms. So that will be something to watch out for as well. Now, if you're new to my online card classes and you don't understand what my online card classes are about, they are an online card class that I design a class around a bundle with stamps, framelits, ink pads. You purchase all the things that I use in the online card class for full retail price, and I send you a free class kit and a free class video showing you how to use your bundle. So it's a great way of building up your supplies, but also being able to get an online card class at the comfort of your own time, your own speed. You can do it whenever you want, wherever you want. So it's an awesome way of building up your supplies. So what I'm actually going to do today, I'll get into crafting now, because that's what you're all here and you're all waiting and watching to see. So what I'm actually going to do now, I did steal this idea. Now I'm trying to think of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that told me the idea. Can't find your live class, Ruth. Okay, let me see. I'm just going to tag a person in this. Oh, can I or can't I? I'm trying to, someone's trying to find my live video. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, my capitals lock is on. Poor lady, she's trying to find my live crafting and can't find me. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, I'm trying to think of who it was. Oh my God. Can I remember? Can I remember? Let me see. Because I want to give her credit for her technique because I thought it was fantastic. If I remember as I go through, I will let you know. I honestly can't remember who it was that I was watching. Anyway, I'm going to do this technique, and if I can remember who it was that I seen the technique from, here we go. It's Keenan Creations. Okay, Keenan Creations, everybody. That was who showed me this technique. So, I absolutely fell in love with her technique and I thought I would try it for myself. So what you're going to need is some sponge daubers. Now I've cut out, this is from the Abstract Impressions, the framelits that goes with it. I think it's called Springtime Impressions, something like that. And it's the beautiful flower, intricate flower cut out. So what I decided to do is, okay, she's gone. Okay, thank you, Tar. So hopefully she's found me. Okay, so what I decided to do was to do this same technique and let you know how easy it is and how cute it is. So I'm going to use a combination. I'm going to use our Pear Pizzazz, and I'm thinking I'm going to use a really nice pink. What pink can we use? I'm going to use our powder pink, I think. And I'm also going to use a little bit of lovely lipstick. So I'm going to have a bit of a combination of colours here. Oh, Ruth, you found me. Thank you. I'm so glad. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining. Okay, so you haven't missed much, Ruth. You can go back and watch the beginning. This will be recorded, so you can go back and watch the beginning later on if you like. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some sponge daubers. Now, I just need to, that one there can be for my pink. This one can be for my lovely lipstick. The greenish one. Yeah, that one can be for my Pear Pizzazz. I'm trying to think of any other colour. I think that might just be the colour that I'm going to do. And I'm going to, she did two things. She sponged this, and then she also like made a card, and then I'll show you with some embossing. So this is the framelits that I've used. I've also cut out some of the little flowers because I thought it might be cute to sponge a few little flowers just around the place. And then I've still got to work out the sentiment. I haven't even worked out that yet, but we will get there. Sooner or later, we will get there. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the leaf area in this. And I'm going to use, I need a spare scrap of paper so I can get my dauber clean enough to start. Now, the idea would be to use fresh, clean daubers. I don't have any at the moment. I'm waiting for my order to come in. So what I'm actually going to use is a dauber that I've already used with some green. So you may get some funky sort of colours coming out here because it's actually a lot darker, the green, than what I'm going to use. So what I'm actually going to use, these daubers are great. They fit onto your finger quite easily. So what I'm actually going to do is with my Pear Pizzazz, I'm going to daub it into the Pear Pizzazz, and then I'm going to find the leaf area. So there's a leaf here, so I'm just going to daub the leaf like so. A couple of leaves over here. Okay, some more leaves down here. Now you have to be careful that you don't move your, sorry, I haven't turned down my notifications. I'll do that in a minute. So you've got to be careful you don't move your die cut, okay? So you've got to keep it in place as much as you possibly can. Now I'm actually going to go over those greenery pieces because that's going to give us a little bit of an outline. And the one up the top here, and we got some leaves there. So it's actually just patting with your dauber. It's not actually rubbing or going in circles. And there's a bit of greenery there. Okay, so it's just patting up and down. Hey Michelle, how you going? No worries. Got grandchildren to look after again. No worries. Okay, so that's all the greenery, and I've just moved it. So I've got to move it back and make sure I keep it in place exactly where it has to be. Okay, so move it back there. Okay, so the idea is to keep your fingers on it and stop it from moving. So now I'm actually going to change my dauber, and I'm going to get my powder pink, and I'm going to do my flowers with the powder pink. Now the powder pink is quite a soft pink, but I'm actually going to go back through and add a bit more colour with my lovely lipstick. Okay, so I'm going to do these flowers here in powder pink. And this is a great technique because you not only get an effect by the, it's a bit like a stencil type of thing. So you not only get that effect for your card, but you also get the other piece to be able to put on a card as well. So we're going to make 2 cards out of this. Okay, that one. Okay, I'm going to go through now with lovely lipstick, and I'm actually going to do some of the other bigger flowers with the lovely lipstick. You mean the hearts and the faces, Jan? It was an accident. You know what? That's okay. I love the hearts and faces. It's cute. Thank you anyway. Okay, so back through with the lovely lipstick, and we're going to the other flowers. And I'm also just in the middle of those ones, just going to do a little bit of darker lovely lipstick just to add a bit more colour to them. Okay, this big rose here we're going to do with lovely lipstick. So as you can see, just daubing away. Okay, to get that look. Now I'm actually going to do, oops, some of these flowers, and I've just moved it. But never mind, we will do it as good as we possibly can. I'm going to do a little flower like this. Stay there. Okay. I'm going to do some of the lovely powder pink. We'll do this one in powder pink. And that one did move a little bit, but that's fine. Crafting doesn't have to be perfect. For me, as I only have the use of one hand, I would washi tape the stencil down. That's okay. Or you could put some temporary glue on your stencil. So some temporary glue on the other side of your stencil would be okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a twister trying to move the stencils around. Okay, so that's my sponging done. Now we're going to take it off and we're going to see the beautiful look. Look at this. Okay, so this is going to look lovely on a card. Now we're going to keep these pieces because we're going to use those as well. I'm just going to clean up my desk there. Tanya says this is intriguing. She's never done shading like this before. Tanya, having stencils and doing some sponging is awesome fun. You can do it with our doilies. You can do it with any beautiful, intricate cutout. We have a beautiful butterfly in this as well. You could be able to do the butterfly as well. So lots and lots of things and lots of ideas that you can do. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab a base to put this on. And I was going to use a lovely lipstick, but at the moment I don't think I have lovely lipstick out at the moment. So I'm just going to use our beautiful Berry Burst. Okay. And that on there. I'm actually going to probably trim this down just a smidge, just to be able to pop another layer on underneath, just to give it a bit more oomph and a bit more colour. So I'm just going to take 1/8 of an inch off. Like that. And 1/8 of an inch off. We'll do the top. 5.5, so we'll do it at 5 3/8. Okay. So that's lovely. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another colour for a layer, and all of them in my bag here. You'll have to bear with me today because I have bits and pieces absolutely everywhere. Because I had the markets on the weekend, I've got bits and pieces out that I took to the markets to do some crafting while I was down there. So I've got things everywhere. So I just wanted to do that just to give it a bit more of a pop on the card. Now, I don't know whether anyone else has any trouble with our Whisper White cardstock, but my Whisper White cardstock, I can trim, I can cut every other coloured cardstock in my trimmer with no problem whatsoever. But my Whisper White, I get fuzzy little flyaways on it. So all you need to do is just with a nail file, just an emery board, just run the emery board down along it where you've got your cut marks, and you'll find that you can easily just sand them back a little bit and get rid of them. I know everybody complains and says my trimmer's not cutting properly. I honestly believe it's our cardstock, and I believe it's moisture in our cardstock that's actually doing that. Okay, so I'm actually going to do that. I think that's going to look quite cute. What do you think? Hey Diane, thanks for joining. Hey Merle, thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm going to layer that up with my liquid Tombow. And of course I've probably picked up the empty liquid Tombow, as usual. But I will get there. Oh, no, I will have to find, I'm going to throw that one in the bin. I pick it up all the time. Okay. This one's a nice full one. What are we doing? Very pretty. Just a quick look to see before going out. No worries, Merle. Okay, I've missed something here. Ha ha, Tanya. Just tell him you're watching another craft program so he'll ban you from watching it. Then you can keep watching Donna. Are you telling your husband fibs again, Tanya? He goes mad on her because every time she watches something that I do, then she wants to buy what I've used. Okay, so that's quite cute, I think. Now I'm actually going to pop that up. I want to pop some ribbon on that. So I'm just going to have a look and see what colour ribbon I have. Oh God, I've got to turn those notifications down. So sorry. Let me see. There you go. Okay. Turned it down. Sorry, ladies. That must be really deafening you every time that happened. But anyway. Okay, so what colour ribbon do I have? What can I use? Well, I sort of know what colour ribbon I want. Ah, I'm going to use my powder pink. Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to use my powder pink shimmer ribbon. This is my most favourite ribbon. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to pop some of that on my card. Okay, now I'm actually going to show you. Normally I would use my fast fuse to do the ribbon. Hey Wendy, thanks for joining. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Deborah. Honestly, sometimes it's just one of our coloured cardstocks and it seems to be my white one. Yet I can cut all other cardstock perfectly fine. Okay, so this is our tear and tape. Normally I would use fast fuse. So I just want to show you how we can use tear and tape in the same way as we can use fast fuse, so we don't have to change the way we do our ribbon. It's just one extra step that we need to do is pop our tear and tape on, pop the backing off, and then we can pop our ribbon on. So it's no different to what we've been doing with our fast fuse. We're just going to use our tear and tape instead. Okay, I think I might go up a bit higher. So like that and like that. So it's a pretty quick, easy card really when you think about it, because all we've done is sponge so far and most of our work is done. We've just got to pop a sentiment on there now and it's going to look beautiful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a little piece of Whisper White and I think I'm going to do a sentiment, and then I think I'm going to probably use one of my little flowers here. Yeah, I think I might do that. Use a little flower on there. So what sentiment can I use? Okay. Sending you healing vibes sounds wonderful. I love this stamp set. This, I'm going to do a card with this one again too today because I'm so in love with this stamp set. Who out there has the healing hugs? Or who's got it on their wish list? Okay. Sending you healing vibes is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do that in our lovely lipstick. So hopefully I'm in camera shot there. Sending you healing vibes. You just ordered it, Wendy? No, I don't like the way I've stamped that. Turn it over, have another go. I don't think I inked it up properly. Okay, go again. Yeah, that's better. And I'm going to use my triple banner punch. I use my triple banner punch so much. This is my staple in my craft room. If you don't have the triple banner punch, you definitely need it. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to use one of... Whoops, Daisy. Sorry, everyone. Wow, that was a big crunch. I just dropped my triple banner punch on the ground. I'll get that later. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one up and then I'm going to pop the little flower on it as well. So I think I'm going to trim that off like so. Grab some dimensionals. Tanya's going, I need to order it now. Tanya, don't tell your husband that. I actually had to laugh. My husband gives me such a hard time because he keeps saying to me, that's fine that you're doing all this crafting, but when are you going to make some real money? And I said to him, well, I do make real money. It's just that I have to spend it to buy some more items to show the ladies all these items that you can get. So I make the money. It's just that I spend it again on my crafting products. It's not a bad way to be, is it, ladies? What do you think? Okay, so I'm going to pop that up just on top of my ribbon, equal with my white edge here. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of Tombow on my flower. Oh, that's not straight. Can I pull it off and go again? Ah, that's a bit better. Much better. Okay. A little bit of Tombow on my flower. Okay, so I'm just going to pop my flower on there. And then I'm going to pop a dimensional in the middle of my flower. So I'm just going to make sure that glue takes hold. Sorry, not a dimensional, a diamante, I meant to say. Okay. So one of those. Now with my diamantes or basic jewels, whatever you'd like to call them, I just get them with my scissors. Pop it on. Okay. So I'm now going to mount that up onto my Berry Burst cardstock. And I think I'm going to do it with some dimensionals as well, because I think we need to pop it up. So you'll be interested to see how different these two cards can look, but still using the one element that we had, our wonderful stencil. And you can use your stencil just the way it is, but I want to do, Keenan Creations actually embossed her stencil as well, and oh my god, it just made that stencil awesome. So I figured that's what I might do as well. Okay, so I'm even going to do a little bit of sponging on the inside layer, just to create a lovely look so that we're bringing some of the outside to the inside. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to pick a little piece of this stencil, and we can go back through and, oh, will I do this bit? That bit there looks quite cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do again, same thing, getting my dauber, going to go over the greenery, over the greenery here. Okay, I'm going to use my petal pink and do this little flower here. Actually, that should be done with green. There, that's a leaf. Okay, petal pink down here as well. Okay, and lovely lipstick once again for that flower. So there you go. You have the inside of your card now matching your outside. Renee saying she needs the dies now. Tanya's saying that she needs to make a list while she watches. I think that's a great idea. It's because I always need cardstock, etc. He doesn't see the stamp sets that might have just jumped into the box as well. That's exactly right, Deborah. I use the excuse. Have a guess what excuse I use, ladies. Guess what I tell my husband every time a box arrives on our doorstep? Oh, that's okay. That's just for my club members. They're ordering more things, you know, for the clubs and you know, like that's just all their cards. I mean, all their stamp sets ready for their club orders. Mind you, he looks in my room and goes, there's quite a lot of things sitting around there. But I must say, when you're part of, so there you go. There's a quick, easy card using that stencil. And now we're going to make another card. Okay, ladies. So you could actually, I think I might put a bit more bling. Sorry, I need some more bling on the front here. That's not quite right. We need a bit more bling. Okay, so I'm going to go this. A few more little clear jewels around the place, I think is needed. Okay. That one didn't want to stick, so we'll put that one there. This one. Gorgeous card, Deborah says. My girl's orders. Yes, Camilla, that's what you say. They're not my order. That's for the people. And you know, our poor husbands are probably saying, yeah, that's what she says. I bet it's for her. So there you go. I've popped a bit of bling on. I think it looks beautiful with some bling. I think that's what it needed. So a gorgeous, cute, quick, easy card. And I've now finished that packet of rhinestones off. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use this part now to actually create a beautiful card. So I'm thinking maybe I could come in with some Flirty Flamingo. I think that would be quite cute. So I'm actually going to use a Flirty Flamingo base. Do I want a white layer and then that one? No, I think I'm just going to go that one. Or white layer, ladies, or just this bit. What do you think? Do you think I should put the white or no white? What are you thinking? Type in the comments, let me know whether you think I should put the white backing on or not. No, just the pink? White layer, white layer. Okay, I've got two white. I've got two pink. Okay, third one's white. It says white, so we're going to pop a white layer on behind. White out. Well done. White has outvoted the rest. White will allow me to actually stamp a sentiment on here too. So I think I'm actually going to stamp out of here. I think I'm going to do the get well soon. Or wishing you a quick and complete. No, I'm going to do get well soon. I love this sentiment. I think it looks lovely. I'm going to do that. Okay, I still think I'm going to stamp it in the lovely lipstick. Okay, so lovely lipstick. I'm thinking down here. And then I can always, yeah, I think that's cute. And then I can always use some of my flowers around the place, like so. I think that looks quite cute. But I want to do the embossing. Green behind the white, top of the pink. Oh, I could do that too. A green, okay. Okay. Now that you're saying that, I can do that. Hang on, let's bear with me. Bear with me. My glue fell on the ground. Everything's falling on the ground today. Can I do that? Actually, you know what? I think I need to cut down this one because it needs to be bigger. Okay, I just need to cut them down a little bit then. So I need to cut this one down a tad. So I'll just cut that one down, what's it, 3 3/4. So I'll cut it down 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch. And it's all right. I've got fuzzy, oh my God, what am I doing? I've got fuzzy furry things here, but I'm going to fix that. It's just my white cardstock. Believe it or not, I will cut this green and it will be fine. What did I do with my file now? Oh, there it is there. Don't you love the way I lose everything all the time? Where did I put this? What did I do there? Because my desk ends up so messy that I can't find anything. I sit everything on top of everything. Michelle's saying very pretty. Haha, watching between playing. No worries. Funny Renee, hubby says not another bloody parcel. Trouble is he's a shift worker and I often have them. Exactly. It arrives when they're not home. Mine have arrived. I've got two, but mind you, the two that have arrived today, I must admit, are not my parcels. They are club parcels. They're club stamps and they're also an online card class parcel. So, believe it or not, the two parcels that did arrive today are definitely not mine. But I think I might hide them. No, I don't have to hide them. Daryl's got quite good at understanding now that if I need to do this job, I need to have deliveries and I need to be spending money, and he's quite okay with it now. I can tell you when I had the money to pay for our new hot water system from my Stampin' Up business, that made him very, very happy. Mind you, I did score some brownie points. I was thinking, well, if I buy the hot water system out of my Stampin' Up money, that will make him really, really happy, and it did. Please tell me I've cut it. See? Now, perfectly cut. So, ladies, it sometimes tends to be certain colours of your cardstock. So we're going to layer that up. So that gives a beautiful green layer. So there you go, we have that. So I'll pop that onto with some liquid Tombow. Camilla, are you saying, do we believe me? Do you believe me that the two parcels is for my clubs? It is. It is. Nothing's for me. Although, to tell you the truth, I'm probably going to place an order for myself at the moment. Hey, Nikki. Thanks for joining. Are you new, Nikki, to joining me live? Okay, so, oops. You didn't see that. I just put that in the ink. Oh, I can cover that up on the inside. I will. Okay. So I'm going to pop that up, I think, on dimensionals. Yes, exactly, Wendy. So you've got to make sure that your craft room is very dry. I actually have one of those humidifiers, dehumidifiers, whatever they're called, the machines that take the moisture out of the air, and I run it, if there's any bit of wet weather in our area, I run it overnight, and it dries out your cardstock and makes your cardstock a lot better. So it depends on where you live. It depends on where you live and whether there's moisture in the air or not, but honestly, I have no problems with my cutting tool on all my other coloured cardstock. It is just my white cardstock, and I actually have a different cutting machine which I normally cut all my layers on, and I've just run out of my layers, so that's why. Yeah, just one of those evaporators, dehumidifiers, whatever they want to call them. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up in the middle of my card like so. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of Tombow on the back here. Now I'm only going to, you can use glue dots if you wanted to do that. You can use a bit of snail on the back with your silicone mat. But you only really need to glue this down in a few spots. You don't have to have it glued down really, really well. Your fine tip glue would also work well with this, but oh, I didn't do my embossing. Oh my god, I was supposed to emboss. Everybody, why didn't you remind me I had to emboss? I'm going to, how can I do this? I'm going to get rid of that glue off there. Okay, I'm still going to emboss. Still going to happen. Hopefully that won't stick onto, it may stick onto my table, but. Why did I do that? Anyway, okay. I'm going to hopefully be able to do this, and hopefully it's not going to stick to this paper when I do it. Okay, so I'm actually going to use some of my Versamark. And I'm going to use clear embossing powder. Just wait and see what happens. So I'm just going to Versamark this all over. So just with your Versamark ink pad all over the whole die cut. Okay, just like so. Then I'm going to bring in a different sheet of paper to put my clear Versamark on. Now, please forgive me. I am not using Stampin' Up! Clear because I ran out of it in my class the other day. So I'm using a different brand, but it will still do the same job. It's just what I had left over in my craft stash because I wanted to do this for you today. So you didn't see me use that. I must admit, the Stampin' Up! Clear embossing powder is definitely my go-to. Okay, so I'm just going to... Sorry, ladies, I don't know what happened then. I'm back. Okay, have no idea what happened. Yeah, you lost me, but now I'm back. So, okay, I know what it is. My daughter is trying to ring me. I'm back again. Let me send her a message on Facebook so that she knows I'm doing a live video. Okay, am I back, everybody? Sorry. I'm just going to ask her what's wrong because she is away at the moment. She's up in Cairns, so I don't want to be ignoring my child if there's something wrong. Hopefully she will get that on Messenger. So I'm terribly sorry about that interruption. Yep, she's messaging me now, so she's obviously got it. Oh my God. Okay, it's just child-sibling sibling rivalry that's happening, so I don't need to answer that while I'm live. Okay. So I'm going to bring in my heat tool now, and I'm going to heat and clear emboss this die cut so it will make it beautiful and shiny. So I'm using the number 2 heat setting. So hopefully you can see that. Going beautiful and clear and shiny. And I also need to do my cute little flowers, so I'll let that one cool. Yeah, I would not have thought of embossing it either, Deborah. But I can tell you that's actually what she did, and I thought it was absolutely awesome. I thought, what a great idea. So I'm actually just going to stick these down into my embossing. And the other one. And yes, I'm going to get it all over my fingers, but that's okay. Okay, so I'll pop that one there and that one there. Okay, we'll grab the clear embossing powder again. It is beautiful. It definitely brings out the colours. Yes, Patricia. Thank you for jumping on, Patricia. I don't know whether I said hello to you this afternoon, but hello. One. That one. So I'll emboss both of those. It gives it like a beautiful glazed texture, which is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that now that it's cooled. How beautiful is that? So I'm going to do those two little pieces now too. So the high heat setting. So we have some beautiful, glossy, yummy colours there. I'll let those two go aside and cool off. So now I'm just going to pop this on. Now I'm going to use my liquid Tombow and pop it on. Yes, it does deepen the colour. I will show you that up close so you can see. So you can see the nice glossy colours and how shiny and how deep the colours are. But yeah, it's actually beautiful. Clear embossing powder is the bomb for making anything look really, really shiny and glitzy. It's beautiful. Okay, so now I'm just going to pop just some random bits of glue around here. My husband's just got home from work. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that down onto my card. And I'm happy, I'm okay with, what a difference, would never have thought to do that embossing. No, lots of ideas, yes ladies. So I'm just going to hold that down because I'm okay with it popping up a little bit because I want it to be a bit like that. I want it to look like it's real flowers. So I've just, with a couple of spots of my liquid Tombow, pop that on. I'm still answering my child here on Facebook. Okay, and then I'm going to pop these little ones. I'm going to pop, I think I'm going to pop both of them on there. I probably won't do the inside of this card. I'll go back later and do the inside of my card. Okay, and I need some bling once again, and the bling, I've got more bling here. So I think what I might do for this one, I might use pearls just to make it a little bit different. Deborah's saying she's definitely going to have a go at it. I like bringing you ideas, ladies, and I did get the idea, as I said, from Keenan Creations. She did a beautiful couple of cards. And I was like, oh my God, I need to do that. Because I was a little bit like you. I was like, wow, that's fantastic. I want to try that. So I thought that would be a great live video to do. One doesn't want to stick. Yes, it does want to stick. Okay, so in the big ones, I'm going to do some big pearls in these large flowers. Like so. I think that one can have a big one as well. Yep. Medium one for that one. Little one for that one. A little one for that one. I know I'm going overboard with the pearls, but they look so super cute. So look at those two cards. So we've used the one element to make both of the cards. Hey Pamela, thanks for joining. Hey Mari, thanks for jumping on. So two super cute cards, and that was using from the Abstract Impressions, the framelits, and just the little flowers and some sponging. So quick, easy cards, ladies, and I'm sure that you can all have a go at them. Now, if you do have a go at them, please, please can you just excuse me for a minute. I just need to speak to my husband for 1 minute. Answer the phone. There's stuff going on with Dave and Denny at the moment, and I'm live on a video. Yeah. Socks. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so the next card that I want to do, I'm into the flowers this afternoon. So the next card I want to do is, I want to do a card using the Healing Hugs. And I want to use the beautiful, lovely lipstick. And I'll pop those ones aside. I want to use the lovely lipstick. And I'm just going to do I have, actually, you know what? I'm going to do Flirty Flamingo. Just for something different, because I have a Flirty Flamingo layer. And a smaller layer. Maybe some black under my white. Okay, I need to cut that one down. Charlene saying she loves both of them. Mari saying she loves both of them. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm just cutting that down just a little bit, just so that I can get this card to happen. And I need a scrap piece of white as well, so I can stamp. There's a bit. So I can stamp another rose on it too. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stamp a series of 3 of these roses. So I'm going to get my Flirty Flamingo. Now, I'm going to mount up. I haven't used Flirty Flamingo very much, Deborah, so I'm actually forcing myself to do it because it is not a colour that I've had over the years. I didn't have it when we used to have it before. So yeah, I have quite a few of the bases cut there that I haven't used because it's not my go-to colour. So I decided that I would try and get myself to use it. So what I'm actually going to do is, I want to do this on a scrap piece of paper first to see how my Flirty Flamingo is going to go. Okay, just going to take a bit of the ink out of my Flirty Flamingo. I just want to see if I can... My Flirty Flamingo is quite inky, so I thought what I might do is just take a little bit of the ink off the top and see if it will stamp nicer. Okay, now we'll try it. That's better. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp 3 of these. So I'm going to stamp one here. I'm going to stamp another one here. I'm actually going to stamp it over that one. And I'm going to stamp another one down here. Okay. You may think, oh my God, you've stamped it over the top of that. Why in the world did you do that? I'm also going to stamp on a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to stamp another one. So people, if your ink pads are too inky, and you'll find, see, when I first started doing it, it was very blotchy and it didn't give me the detail that I needed. Just grab a little bit of paper towels and just blot a little bit of the ink out of your ink pad. It's only because my ink pad is brand new, so therefore it's very inky and very juicy. Now, when you're using these really detailed stamps, you need an ink pad that's not too juicy. But if you find that you want to use your brand new colours, all you need to do is take that top layer of ink off and you'll be fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut this one. Yes, you heard me. I don't fussy cut very often, but I'm going to fussy cut this one because I thought it would look really, really nice popped up on the card. So what I'm doing is I'm just leaving a little tiny white border all the way around my rose. So if you didn't know, I'm child free at the moment. My 2 girls are living it up in Cairns, playing hockey up in Cairns, doing some rep hockey for Tweed Border. So they're having a lovely holiday, and it's just Daryl and I at home now, Darby and Joan, without 2 children. We will go back up tomorrow night up the coast and pick them up. We were taking them up to the airport on Saturday afternoon, and believe it or not, we left here at about 11:30. We had to get them to the airport by 3:45, so we thought we'd go at 11:30, we'd do a little bit of shopping at the coast and then take them to the airport, and then we'd be home at a respectful hour because Daryl and I had the markets on Sunday here in town. So we thought, oh, that'll be fine, we'll take them up. Once all the people from the rep hockey arrive, we will be able to head home again. Believe it or not, their flight was delayed for 2 hours and we had already left home. So we ended up having to shop, and I can tell you, shopping is my worst nightmare. I'm not a shopper at all. What have we got? People are saying things. Margaret says, I'm lazy, I bought the scan and cut to cut things out. I have a scan and cut, Margaret, but I actually don't use it, to tell you the truth. And I keep thinking I need to get it out so I can cut things out. But honestly, that took me 5 seconds. And to get the scan and cut out and get it all prepared and do it, unless I was doing multiple, I probably would try it if I was doing multiple. But hence why I buy most of the stamp sets that have the framelets that match them. But this one doesn't have a framelit set to match, so I decided that I would just do that. Okay, so now I'm going to pop some of the leaves on. So I'm going to use, I find Pear Pizzazz is a really nice colour for the leaves because it's a lovely green, but it's not too bright. So I'm going to grab some of the leaves, and I think I'm going to stamp a few leaves on my scrap piece of paper as well, because I think I want to have them popped up as well. Are the Stampin' Up scissors? Yes, Wendy, yes. The scissors are awesome. They are so sharp, and they're sharp right to the point. So, and they don't actually tear your card if you snip right to the end. They don't actually like tear your card. Some scissors, when you snip right to the points of the scissors, will tear the cardstock. Our Stampin' Up scissors don't do that, and they are awesome. They stay sharp forever. So they are well worth the money, Wendy, definitely. Okay, I need a scrap piece of paper because I'm going to end up going off this. Now, everyone, please don't be scared to stamp off the edge of your cardstock, because it just makes the picture look more believable when you stamp off the edge. So please don't be scared to stamp off the edge. I'm just going to pop a few leaves down around there. And I'm thinking a bit more here. Okay, so then I'm going to stamp a couple of, maybe two leaves on my white piece of cardstock, and I will cut those out as well. And the thing about fussy cutting is you actually tend to, if you don't move the points of your scissors, if you move your cardstock instead of the points of your scissors, it gives you a much better cut look. So you are actually still cutting with the blades of your scissors, but you're actually moving your cardstock to get around your cutout image. But as you can see, this is not a huge amount of fussy cutting. And I can tell you, I am the first person that would say I do not fussy cut. But there comes times where you just want a certain look, and it calls for a little bit of fussy cutting, which is not too bad. Okay, so I'm actually going to stick those on my rows because I want them to come out from underneath. So I'm going to, once again with the tear and tape, so you get used to using the tear and tape, I'm going to stick a little bit of tear and tape just on that edge there. Okay, so I want them to come out there. And I think I also want them to come out on this other side as well. Although, let me see, do I just want them to come out here? And here. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit more tear and tape along this bottom part here. Okay, so tear and tape. Has anyone seen my nail? Did you see my nail? This is the first fingernail that I've ever broken at the markets yesterday. I looked down and part of my fingernail was missing. And I can't get it fixed until Wednesday, so I have to deal with having this horrible fingernail until Wednesday, but I'm sure I can cope. Maybe you didn't even notice. Okay, so now I'm going to stick these leaves on underneath. Angie said she's just made a card for swaps a bit like this. Karen says sweet. Okay, so like that. And I think I want the other one just to come out down here. Like that. I think that looks super, super cute. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up onto dimensionals. And now I've got to think about what sentiment I can put on this one. What do I have in abstract impressions? Let me see. Abstract impressions. I might just do thank you. You didn't notice my fingernail? Deborah said she didn't notice. I've just pointed it all out to you, haven't I? I've got to do some videos, some class videos and things, and I'm like, oh, should I do it with a broken fingernail? And I can't not do them because I actually have to get them done. Okay. Oh, I don't quite want that there. So I'm just going to lay this just on top where that rose would normally sit. Okay, I'm still thinking I might actually do the one from this stamp set. Sending you healing hugs. I think it's still really, really the sentiment that I want to use because I think it's really, really cute. So I'm actually going to clean that because I've still got lovely lipstick on that one. So I'm using my Stampin' Chamois. And it's good to see Angie sent me a picture. She christened her Stampin' Chamois. Anyone else out there that's got their Stampin' Chamois and they haven't christened it yet? Come on, everyone, own up. Hey, Pamela, how you going? You like this card? Okay, so I'm going to stamp it, I think, in the Flirty Flamingo. Okay. Sending you healing hugs. Oh, I nearly messed it up. Wendy, really? Come on. I want you to christen it. Okay, so that looks lovely, I think. All right. I think this calls for some Wink of Stella. What do you think, ladies? We need a bit of glitter, don't we? Thinking it needs a bit of glitter. So I'm just going to Wink of Stella my rose. This is my Wink of Stella that's nearly empty. Bear with me. I need to, my Wink of Stella fell down behind my table here. I'm going to grab it. There you go. Fell down in my last slide video and I was like, I need to get that out. And here I am wanting to use it and it's still down there. I actually have another Wink of Stella on order because I love my Wink of Stella and I'm just about out. But that just gives it so much glitter. That makes it absolutely perfect. The other thing, do I have one of those? I do. I think I do. Yes. Okay, I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do that. I was actually going to do a bit of splotching, but I don't think it needs it. I think it's too delicate to have splotching. Now, I don't know whether I want that colour or this colour. What do you think, ladies? Old olive or the black? What do we think? Old olive or black? Good use for another order, running out of Wink of Stella. Yes, I've got mine on order, Deborah. Mine's coming. It's on its way. Angie said she used it and What's happening? Sherry's saying, what are we talking about? Fingernails, Sherry. Old Olive, black. Black. Old Olive. We're even. Next comment wins. Who's the next one? Old Olive or black? Old Olive or black? Next comment wins. Old Olive or black? Someone else comment. Waiting. Waiting. Old Olive wins. Okay, Old Olive it is. Now I've got to cut this one down because I haven't got it cut to size. Okay, so the Old Olive has to be 5.5. Did I cut that one down? Maybe not. No, so I'm going to have to do it 5 over that way, and 3 3/4, and another 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so how you get your really fine borders around, like so, is you just add an 1/8 of an inch, or cut down your white bit an 1/8 of an inch. Ruth says, my wife agrees, Old Olive. No worries. All right, so I'm going to pop that on with some liquid Tombow, and then I think I'm going to pop it up, and then I'll actually have to cut a white layer for the inside because we need to finish this one off. And I might even finish off an envelope to match because I think this is a beautiful card. I might pop this one in my cards for sale. So I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals. Okay. And I do have to do inside of this one, is it? Oh no, must have been the last one. That's right, the last one. Got to do inside of that because I put a big splotch of lovely lipstick inside. Okay, now this is going to have only a really, really fine border showing all the way around of the Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to line that up like that. I think I'm going to pop some pearls on it too. I'm thinking it's looking like it needs some pearls. Just a few around. One there. And a little one. I think the pearls just set it off. Okay, so now we need to get a white layer for the inside. Now, where did I put my white cardstock? Over here. Actually, I've got some white there. Up in there, I'll use that one. Oh no, it's cream. Okay, I need to get my white. Okay, piece of white cardstock. Grab my trimmer once again. And while I'm at it, I will actually grab a white envelope as well. So 5.5 by 3 3/4. So that's what I do my layers at, ladies. My cards are always the same measurements. So I know exactly what I'm going to do my layer at every time. And where did I put my nail file again? There it is. So I do my measurements the same all the time. And that way then I know exactly what I'm going to do when it comes to my layers. I know exactly if I want to cut it down and make it littler, then I know where to go from. So it's lovely that you have the same layers all the time. Ruth says she does the same size as well. Oh, you're crafting while you're watching too, Ruth. What are you making, Ruth? Hey, Sherry. You love it? I thought for sure, Sherry, you were going to win that Stamparatus. I thought with the amount of orders that you had popped in that you would be a sure thing. But it was Diane Turner that was the lucky winner. Yes, Sherry, if you have a blunt blade, yes, the nail file will definitely help. As I was explaining before, it's actually not because my blade is blunt, because my blade can cut all other coloured cardstock. No problem whatsoever. It just happens to be the white cardstock that I have trouble. I'm not doing the envelope with an envelope punch board, Ruth, but I can actually show how to use the envelope punch board. If you would like to see that, please type in the comments. I can always, if I can find my envelope punch board. Yes, I think I know where it is. So I can always show you how to make an envelope with the envelope punch board. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. I need to pop something on the inside as well. So where did my stamp set go again? So I've got sending you healing vibes. I think I'm going to say wishing you a quick and complete recovery. That sounds wonderful. So I think that's it, yeah. Everyone's saying yes please, yes please, yes please. Is that to the envelope punch board? I can show you exactly how to work that out. Okay, I'm just going to grab a block for this one. Oh. Okay. Now, I've got to make sure which way this is. Okay, thought I was upside down. Go like that. So I'm just going to use my floaty flamingo again. Just stamp that so I know where I'm going. Yep. So I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. Wow, I've got ink all over me. Just in the middle there, I think. Wishing you a quick and complete recovery. Oh, you didn't get the notifications? Okay, so Sherry, while you're here, if you're watching and you can see all the comments coming down on the side of the video, if you're seeing that, if you go right up to where it says Donna Gray Independent Stamping Up Demonstrator, you'll see a bell. You click on the bell and you also put see first in the notifications. So if you want to go up to the top and do that, you should get notified when I go live, every time I go live. So go up there and pop on that and yeah. Okay, all right, so I'm actually going to stamp a proper envelope for this one so that we can have a matching envelope that goes with it. So I'm going to grab one of our Stampin' Up envelopes. Okay, and I'm going to ink up my flower. Grab my scrap piece of paper. I'm going to ink up that rose again, and I'm just going to ink that and pop it down in the corner. And then I'll get my Pear Pizzazz. Oh, maybe it's because you're on your phone. Okay, on a normal laptop, and even if you go to my business page, and underneath, just underneath the header picture, it will say a drop-down menu where it says notifications, and you have to turn on the notifications and say see first, and you should get notified every time I go live. So now I'm just going to pop another, oops, a daisy. And I just about did the wrong colour there. Stampin' Chamois, where did I put my Stampin' Chamois? Anyone see where my Stampin' Chamois is? Oh, lordy, lordy, I have a mess here again. And I can't, oh, there it is. Stampin' Chamois. Clean off that rose where I just about stamped it into the pear pizzazz. Okay, over here, make sure it's all good. Yeah. I'm just going to stamp a little bit of the rose again. And my leaves again. And a leaf down there. Okay, so there you have a really nice envelope to match that really cute card. So now I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration on how to use your envelope punch board. So you need to get the chamois haha with my joining order. Yes, you can, Sherry. You can pop it into your order when you join. You give it a go after the video. No worries. Yeah, probably on your laptop you can probably see it a bit better, or your home computer rather than your phone. But you should still be able to turn the notifications still on your phone as well. But anyway. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you how to work out how to do an envelope for your card. So what you need to do is you need to see exactly what size your card is. And I do it in inches. Okay, so it says it's 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. So what you do down here, it says card size. So if you can see on here, it says card size all the way down here. So it was 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. So I look down here for 4 inches. I keep going. I can't see, it says 4 inches by 5.5 inches. So I'll go to 5 inches and see if we've got 5 3/4 inches. 4 inches, where are we? 4 inches by 5.5. 4.5 inches. Okay. All right, so if you can't find 5 3/4 inches, no, 4 inches by 5.5. Okay, so 4 inches by 5.5 will be too little. So you need to go to the next one up. So because my card is 5 3/4 inches, I need to go from 4 inches and 4 by 6 card. Okay, so because there's no 5 3/4, all I do is I go to the next size up. So if you've got 5 3/4 and there's no 5 3/4, just go to 6. So I'm just going to go 4 inches by 6, and it says here we need paper size cut at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So I'm just going to grab some white cardstock. And we'll cut that at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. It's been a long time since I've made an envelope with my envelope punch board. I do lots of other things with my envelope punch board. I make little tiny gift boxes and things, but I very rarely make an envelope these days because I use the Stampin' Up envelope. So, okay, so 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Okay. So I've got my cardstock that I need, and I'll once again go over it with my nail file because it's doing, it says, oops, why am I crying with laughter? Sorry. No worries, Deborah. Everyone's having fun with those emojis. They're doing weird things. Jan was on and it was giving me love heart eyes, so I don't mind. Give me emojis. It doesn't bother me. It's so funny, isn't it, when we do things and we don't know what's going on. Okay, so back with the envelope punch board. Now, the envelope punch board is awesome because you have your scoring tool that is stored in your envelope punch board. Okay, so it was 4 by 6 that we're doing. So we needed 8 1/4, 8 1/4. Then it says score line is 3 3/8. So what I do is I take my cardstock, I go my end to 3 3/8, okay? So what we do is we punch and we score, okay? So then what you do is you don't take it to 3 3/4 again, you take it to where your score line is, and you've got this little tick mark here that you line that up with your score line. You punch and you score. So you only ever measure that 3 3/8 that we had to do once. That's the only time you've got to measure. The rest of the time you go from your score line. Okay, punch and score. Okay, now we have a rounder, corner rounder here. Mine doesn't work that well because I've used it so much. Although it's working okay today. Sometimes when I'm using paper it doesn't work real well. So I round all the corners, okay, on my envelope. And you get some of these scrap pieces, just get rid of that. So then the one main thing to remember is always stick your score tool back into your scoreboard. Now that's all you need. Sorry, I need the score tool just to fold them. Okay, so then you've got your 4 scored lines. Oh, okay. Thanks, Christine, for helping. Things are different. Not happy, Jen. Okay, so we've got our 4 score lines. So what we're going to do, and once again, because we've scored and we've got the valley score here, we fold against that. So you've got a rounded score and you've got the indented score. You always fold against the where it dints in. Okay, so I'm going to turn that over. I'm going to score it. Okay, once again, turn it, score it. Once again, turn it, score it, and turn it and score it. Okay, so then the way I fold them is I fold them like that. Okay, so what I would do is put some tear and tape. So I'll do that now with my tear and tape. I suggest a nice yeah, no worries, Sherry. I think you have to probably, I don't know, maybe do it on a thing. Not real sure. Everyone's got different devices and things work different on everyone's devices. But you definitely don't want to do the unfollow. It's just a case of turning on notifications. Sometimes when you make a comment too, when someone's live, it pops up and says, do you want to be notified? Turn on notifications to be notified when this person goes live. So I just say yes. Every time I'm watching anyone, I say yes. Now you can, if you wanted to, cut that off. And you can get some double-sided tape. I would pop some of the tear and tape along here for the person so that when you send them the card or they purchase the card, all they have to do is take off the backing of the tear and tape and they'll be able to address their envelope like normal and stick it down. But there you go, that just goes to show. And now this is the card, and as you can see, the card will fit in nicely. Yes, there is an overhang here, but that is because there wasn't a measurement for the 5 3/4 inches. So it is a very easy tool to do. Now the main thing is, if you have, and I just want to draw something on a piece of paper. Say you have a really strange shaped card, okay? So some of these really wonderful different types of folds on the cards. Now I'm just going to draw a really weird shape here. Say you have a card that goes like that, but then it heads out this way and it's got a bit in here and then it goes up there and it comes down here, okay? Say you've got a card that folds up like that. Just imagine we have a card that folds up like that. What you need to do to make an envelope for a really strange card, what you need to do is work out a total outside border. So you've got to go up to where that tip is there. Okay, you've got to go out to where this, in line with this tip here. So you go out that way. You go up to where that top line is again. and like so. Okay, now what you do is you measure this side. So, okay, I'm going to measure this side. This is going to be really strange measurements, but this side says 3 1/8 by 4 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4 inches. Okay, so for me to make an envelope for this strange looking card, you imagine that these bits are all filled in. What you need to do is go to the furthest tip up the top and the furthest width out the side and work out a rectangle measurement. Now, when you work out that rectangle measurement, okay, it says 3 1/8 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to go down here. 3 1/8. So we go to, is there 3 1/4? By, what was the other one? 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Okay. So 3 1/8. There is only 3 1/2. Okay. So 4 1/4 has to go to 4 1/2. And 3 needs to go to, is the smallest 3, that's strange. 3 by 4 1/2. Okay, so imagine it's 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. So we can do 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, can't we? 3 1/2. Anyway, what I would do is work out the smallest measurement of 3. So the smallest measurement of 3 is going to be a 3 1/2 inch card. And 4 1/4, the smallest measurement of 4 1/4 is 4 1/2. So we would have to do a 3 1/2 by 4 1/2 inch card. And that will give us, if we look down here, 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. We cut our cardstock at 6 3/4. We also do a score line at 3. So that is actually how you work it out. Okay, so anytime you have a weird shaped card, you have to work out what the overall exceeding rectangle size will be and work it out from your grid on your envelope punch board maker. So I'm just going to bring in what we have done today. So we've done the Sending You Healing Vibes with the really nice envelope. We have also done these two beautiful cards using the abstract impressions. So I hope you all enjoyed my live crafting this afternoon. And please feel free to share my video. For everyone that shares the video, it's a great explanation. Thank you, Deborah. I hope everybody understood. It was a little bit confusing, but it's been a long time since I've used my envelope punch board. But as you can see, they make really cute, easy envelopes. If you wanted a sturdy envelope, like that's made out of cardstock, so it's very hard and sturdy. So it's a great way of making your envelopes for your cards. So once again, thank you for joining me and thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing my video. If you're watching this back later, please feel free to share and like my video. If it's the first time you've been to my page, please feel free to like my business page and turn on the notifications. If you're watching this on YouTube, if I've uploaded it to YouTube, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and also click the bell that turns on the notifications once again, so you'll be notified every time I go live. My name is Donna Gray. I'm your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. If you ever want to purchase any Stampin' Up items and you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. So please feel free, if you're on my business page, to click the Shop Now tab. If you're on YouTube, I will have the link to my online store just in the Show More box down below. So if you're watching, please feel free, as I said, to share the video. And if you live in Australia, you can get entered into the draw to win the monthly Stampin' Up products that I share. I will pop on later on, ladies, tonight and do the draw for the monthly draw when I get all the entries in ready to go. So thank you all for watching. Till next time, have a lovely day. Bye for now.